So, Monopoly is a computer game you can play entirely on your computer's terminal. It merges the classic Monopoly board game with various eclectic side mini games. For my contribution, I fixed a visual bug that has been with the project for a long time. So, after a user inputs a command into the terminal, the command will kind of still be visible even after they get their output, which just makes the game look more unappealing and messy. So I can kind of showcase that right now. If I go to the terminal and I start the program in debug mode. All right, so I started it and I can try doing the calc function and see after I do the calc function, this C, the starting letter of calc is still there. So yeah, that's basically the visual bug. I can still do the function and the C will still be here. And that's the main issue. And also, see, I just did 2 plus 2, and the 2 is still there. So, like, the first character or like integer of whatever function you put into the calculator will remain there. Even though you get the output you want, you still have this like um I guess visual artifact from your input. So the actual contribution I made to the project is mostly using this function. It's os.system with CLS in quotes in it. And basically, this function will actually clear that input line from the user, so they won't see their input anymore. So I just changed this code a bit. So if we go back and run the terminal again, terminate that. I'll start the program again. Right, so now if I try to use the calculator, now we won't see that C anymore. And if I try 2 plus 2, I'll get my answer and there won't be any visual artifact left. So yeah, basically my main contribution was using using this function and I used it in multiple places in basically most of the modules that work in debug mode. So I used it in the calculator. Uh, I used it in list properties. I didn't use it in this one because this one doesn't run in debug mode. I used it in fishing, and I also used it in the player.py module because there are some commands that don't need the modules.py. So in here, I used it in the help and the help stocks commands. So I have it right here and right here. So yeah, that's basically how I contributed to the project. Uh, so the most challenging part of this contribution was actually figuring out where exactly to place these functions. At first, I tried placing them only in the player.py file because that was the file that I was told where I could find the error. However, when I tried using the clearing function in player.py, a lot of the times it didn't affect the output at all. And that's when I realized that player.py a lot of the time didn't actually write anything into the terminal. And in order to fix it, I had to go into this modules.py file and go to the individual command modules. Uh, I was only able to make these changes in the debug mode because what was specified in the GitHub issues tab. This project taught me more about programming using the terminal and about navigating and understanding a totally new code base I haven't seen before.